Pat Mears, right back to Roger Clemens. Kicks it to Alex Gonzalez. Flips to second. There's a force. Unconventional. 1-0 Twins. Sean Green leading off the inning. Green taking Brad Radke way back and deep. 20th of the year. Green's first 4-hit game of his career. It's tied at 1. Shannon Stewart slicing. Matt Lawton coming up. Brings it back in the park. Shula. 7th inning. 4-1 Jays. Todd Walker's on third. The leadoff triple. Clemens to Marty Cordova. He's missed, and then it's Terry Steinbach. Choking on a splinter. Pat Mears. He's chopping broccoli. Clemens pitching well. Goes 8 innings. His 87th career double-digit game in strikeouts. 14 Ks in this one.
First inning, trying to make it 9 so hard he corkscrews himself into the ground. At least he fouled it off. Same at bat. Looking 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts was Canseco on the night, but he was aboard with a walk in the 5th inning for Carlos Delgado. Delgado his 20th home run. We're tied at 3. Bottom of the 5th. Same score. 2 on and 1 out for Juan Gonzalez against Chris Carpenter. Swinging. Gonzalez 1 for 4, no ribbies in his return to the lineup from a strained right hamstring. But with 2 outs, the Texas offense exploded, I tell you. Lee Stevens, the blooper. Will Clark, Pudge Rodriguez come on down. Texas up 7-3. Stevens 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, 2 batters later. Tom Goodwin, second at bat of the inning, second hit of the inning. Stevens and Royce Clayton scored. Texas scored 7 with 2 outs to take a 10-3 lead. After 8 strikeouts and 5 2/3, Stoudemire turned it over to the bullpen. The very un-All-State-like hands of Eric Gunderson, who gives up the second home run to Carlos Delgado in the game. A solo shot, 7th inning, second of the game. As we mentioned, Toronto down 10-4. Now in the 8th inning, efforting for the 3-homer game, Delgado taking Danny Patterson deep and over the wall. 22nd on the year. Toronto down just 11-9 now. Later in the 8th, Craig Grebeck is the tying run at the plate, but John Wetton blows him away. Wetland retired all 4 men he faced for his 29th save. 11-9 is your final. Even though Delgado became the first Blue Jay to belt 3 homers in 1 game since Darnell Cole.
Jose Cruz Jr. smacks the ball to right center. Watch it. The ball will be fumbled by McDonald, and Cruz is going to keep going. He's running hard. He would come all the way around and score. And the Blue Jays go up by a score of 1-0. Now watch on the replay here. You see McDonald mishandle the ball. We've seen that before, but then he compounds that mistake by throwing to the shortstop rather than the cutoff man, the second baseman, and that would allow Cruz Jr. to score. The players ruled a double and 2-base error on McDonald. Top of the 6th, Woody Williams facing his former mate Ed Sprague with 2 on and tied it 2. And Sprague smacks one to left center. Bipp would come around and score. Scott Spezio also trying to score. And if you're calling for him, leave a message at the beep. He'll call you when he gets home. He's tagged that by Darren Fletcher. Oakland up 3-2. Top of the 7th, Ricky Henderson with 1 on. And Ricky goes big fly. The A's would go up 5-2, and they hang on for the 7-6.
Here against Chris Carpenter. Chris Carpenter has nasty stuff. That's just cheese right there. Strike 2. Next pitch. That's not fair. Junior 1 for 4, 2 Ks, no homers. Bottom 7, 1 on, 2 outs. Jeff Fassero against Sean Green. Fassero hits Green with a pitch. Joe Brinkman awards Green first base, but should he? Lou Piniella doesn't think so. Wait a minute. Let me see it again. The ball looks like it hits Green's bat. Should have been a foul ball. Next batter, Jose Canseco. Ball hit his bat. Blue Jays take a 4-2 lead. Green scores. Next batter, it's Carlos Delgado. Canseco scores. Jay Buhner tries to throw it in, but it looks a little bit like Garo Yepremian in the Super Bowl. Delgado goes to third. Blue Jays score 6 in the 7th, and they win it by the final of 7-4.
Skydown. Ken Griffey Jr. continues to struggle. Calvin Escobar strikes him out. Griffey went 0 for 4. He's gone 50 at-bats without a homer. Edgar Martinez hits a sharp grounder up the middle. What a play by Tomas Perez, who makes the play, and a great stretch by Delgado at first. Top of the 7th, Alex Rodriguez makes history off his namesake, Nario Rodriguez. It's his 100th career home run. We'll tell you why it's significant in a minute. More significant was this grand slam by Delgado. Came off Greg McCarthy. His 23rd home run of the year is his 2nd grand slam of the season, and the 5th of his career. The Mariners' undoing started after Jamie Moyer, the starter, gave up an RBI single in the 7th. Then Bobby Ayala came in, gave up a hit, and walked the bases loaded.
Toronto, top of the first, Woody Williams against Tim Salmon. Garrett Anderson on first. Alex Gonzalez getting it done, and not quite turning the double play, but a terrific stop there. Top 7, now 1 out, runners on first and second. Pinch hitter Todd Green gets one past Jose Cruz Jr. Here comes Matt Wahlbeck. Here comes Gary DiSarcina. Pinch hit, 2-run double for Green, who's hitting a cool 750 since coming back with Anaheim. Angels up 3-2. Bottom 8, 2 out. Jose Cruz Jr. 0-77 with the bases juiced. A little better now. A knock to right. Sean Green and Canseco would score. Carlos Delgado's out at third. Cruz 14 for 39 since coming back up from Syracuse. It's 4-3 Toronto. Top 9, 2 out. Craig Shipley at the plate. Former Alabama star fouls one down the way. Delgado up, bent over. Yam will be there. Delgado was named team captain on Thursday, and I think we all see why. Dan Plesac finishing things up against Randy Velarde, and Toronto wins it by a count of 4-3. So the Angels can't take advantage. First, scoreless, Garrett Anderson against Pat Henkin. Anderson smokes one into right field. Orlando Palmeiro would trot home easily. 1-0 Anaheim. Bottom 2, Alan Watson, who's been struggling. 8.31 ERA in his last 5 starts. Wild pitch. Base runner's going to move up. That would be costly because with Tony Fernandez still at the plate, he would serve one into center field. Delgado would score. It's 3-1 Angels. Top 4 is 3-2 Anaheim. Rod Carew. Oh, Rod Carew knows all about bunting. Palmeiro down the third base line. Tony Fernandez throws it wide. Bases are juiced. Next hitter is Reggie Williams. The bases are loaded. No place to put him, as people like to say, but we'll have to find a place for him. Walks in a run. It's 4-2 Angels now. Bottom 9th, runner on first. Angels still with a 2-run lead at 7-5 now. Troy Percival against Jose Canseco. Sit on it, Potsy. 33rd save for Percival, and the Angels hang on to win it 7-5. It's the first time this season that Anaheim has beaten Toronto.
Against the Angels in search of a 10th straight win. Nails Randy Velarde with the splitter. Next hitter, Garrett Anderson swinging. 2 strikeouts in the first inning for the Rocket. Top of the second, no score. Tim Salmon on second after a leadoff double, but Jim Edmonds goes down. Then Chris Pritchett goes down swinging. Salmon still at second, and Clemens gets Troy Gloss looking with the fastball in the outside corner. Clemens striking out the side. He's got 5 through 2. You detect a trend here. Phil Nevin blown away with a high fastball. Then Salmon. Splitter for number 7. Next hitter, Edmonds, again, looking at the inside fastball. That's 8 Ks. Next hitter, Chris Pritchett, looking at the outside fastball. He struck out the side again in the 4th. It's 9 strikeouts through 4. Top of the 6th, Garrett Anderson, looking at the inside fastball. 2 hitters later. It's 2-1 Angels, by the way. Edmonds looking for the 3rd time. Then Phil Nevin for the 3rd time. 14 strikeouts, tying his season high. Nevin a little frustrated. Top of the 8th with the game tied at 2. Randy Velarde goes down swinging. 15 strikeouts for Clemens, his 88th career 10K game. But it's still tied to the 11th. Nerio Rodriguez in for the Jays against Orlando Palmeiro, and he walks. Edmonds trots across the plate. 3-2 Angels. Then Randy Velarde also walks. The Angels score 4 in the top of the 11th and hang on for a 6-3 win, and all those strikeouts go.
Being opposed by Jeffrey Jr. Blue Jays took full advantage of his slow delivery, Peter.
Well, absolutely. Here, Jose Canseco on second, takes off, steals. That's a good pitch to throw on, but he's so slow to the plate. Jose steals with ease, and Jose Cruz knocks him in.
There's a base hit in center field.
Probably would have scored anyway, but that's the point. They stole 4 bases off Juden. And here, Cruz, who's really played well since he came back, stole second. And that set up another run. And Tony Fernandez singled him in. 3 of the 4 runs they got off Juden were the result of their base running.
So we go to the 7th. The Blue Jays are up 6-1. Carpenter doesn't match Clemens when it comes to strikeouts, but he has some serious stuff. Glaus got this one to go over the fence. His first Major League home run. The Angels are within 3 at 6-3, but here comes Carpenter. And Jim Edmonds facing some high heat. And after Clemens' performance on Saturday, he said he had never seen anybody pitch him or the rest.
Candiani, runners on first and second. Hit and run is on, and Cruz slaps one up the middle. Sean Green comes in to score. Carlos Delgado to third. Cruz 2 for 4. has an 11-game hitting streak going. It's 1-0 Jays. Bottom of the first now, 2-0. Kelvin Escobar gets Ben Grieve, and then Scott Spezia. But he wouldn't get out of this one in the fourth. A.J. Hinch Bising. A two-run shot over the left field wall. 7th of the year. That evens the ball game at 2. Top of the fifth now, it's Jose Canseco, and Jose Canseco has no boundaries. Off Tom Candiotti, the knuckler over the left field wall, just inside the foul pole, number 30.
Williams facing Matt Stairs, and Stairs said, "Are you talking to me?" Deep over the wall is 22nd. If it's a home run, it's got to be deep. It's 5-2 A's. Your very next batter is Scott Spezio. You know, he's already homered once in this game, and if it's fair, it's gone. And it is. 9th of the season, 2nd of the game, 6-2 A's. They win at 10-5. The A's at a season-high 6 homers.
2 batters later, Darren Fletcher, number 7 in the year, 2-0 Blue Jays. Top of the third, a man on now for Sean Green, and Green busts out the whoop and stick. 4-0 Blue Jays. 2 batters later, 1 man on for Carlos Delgado, who Delgado. 6-0 Blue Jays. Cloud bumming, 2+ innings, 6 earned runs. Top of the fourth, man on Green, 2nd homer of the game. Lifts one off of Bob Wells. He's 25th, 8-0 Blue Jays. Top of the fifth, the man on now, 10-0 Toronto. It's Delgado, and again, he got it. His 25th, 12-0 Toronto. A rough night all around in the park for every Mariner member of the organization. Craig Rebeck down the line, full extension by the ball girl. It's a fair ball, and thankfully she missed it, although it ain't for effort. Way to lay out. 16-2 is your final. Blue Jays win. Toronto scored a season-high 16 runs on a season-best 21 hits, including a major. And there is another junior in this game, Jose Cruz Jr. And Junior's former left field mate homers to right field off of Bill Swift. 2nd straight game he homers, 7th of the season, 4-0 Blue Jays. The homer barrage from the Blue Jays continues. But Junior now, the other Junior, Ken Griffey Jr., that Junior, flies out to Junior in the bottom of the first. Bottom of the sixth, Mariners trailing 7-0 now. A-Rod off of Roger Clemens' leg, right to Tony Fernandez, who goes to 2nd for the force. That's the type of season it's becoming for the Mariners. Next batter, Clemens facing Griffey with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Gets him looking. One of 6 strikeouts on the night for Roger, who nails down a 3-hit shutout. Edgar Martinez flies out to center to end the game, and the Jays win 7-0. It is the gem of the season for Clemens, who tossed a 3-hitter for his first shutout this season.
Tied at 1, Chris Carpenter and a bases-loaded 1-out Jan. Gary DiSarcina lining one to right. It drops in there. Scores Jim Edmonds. Sean Green overthrows the cutoff man. Carpenter backing up the play, throws to 3rd to force Garrett Anderson, who thought the ball was caught. Now Tony Fernandez throws to 2nd. Larry Barnett calls Matt Walbeck out on a force play. Double play to end the inning. The run doesn't count. But we've got controversy. Walbeck did touch second base before returning to first. Terry Collins argues then the force should be off, the run shouldn't count, but as we all know, Rule 7.08E states if the force runner, after touching the next base, retreats for any reason toward the base he had last occupied, the force play is reinstated. He can again be put out if the defense tags the base to which he is forced. It's all clear now. 6th inning, 4-3 Jays. Carlos Delgado, 8 for 14, 4 homers, 10 RBI.
Taking on the Blue Jays, top of the 2nd, Darren Fletcher into the left field corner. Tony Fernandez scores a double for Fletcher, RBI number 43. We're tied at 1. Top of 4, Angels defense helping Steve Sparks. Darren Erstad, ball player, stays with it and shuffles it over to Sparks. Now bottom 5, we're still tied at 1. Gary DiSarcina at 2nd, Randy Velarde to left. DiSarcina scores. Angels up 2-1. Bottom 8, same score. Tim Salmon, the cleanup hitter. A 2-run shot, number 23, and the Angels go on to win. And they move up 2.5 games on the Rangers in the AL West. It was just the 4th Major League start for Kelvin Escobar.
Chuck Finley, bottom of the 6th inning. Glaus, the man we talked about. Troy Glaus frozen by Woody Williams, who allowed just 1 run and 2 hits in 6 innings. Meanwhile, 2 on in the bottom of the 7th for Randy Velarde. Whoa! Jose Cruz Jr. can't grab it. Triple for Velarde. The Angels take a 2-1 deficit, make it a 3-2 lead.
Straight W. Johnny Damon swinging. 2 batters later, Jose Offerman came into the game with a Major League leading 388 average in the second half, but he looks at strike 3. Top of the second, 1-0 Jays. Dean Palmer swinging. Terry Pendleton now swinging. Jeff Conine, I believe you get the theme now. Swinging. Clemens struck out the side in the second. Top of the third, Clemens against Sal Fasano. Looking, 6 strikeouts through 3 innings for Clemens. Top of the 5th now. Terry Pendleton at the plate again. Swinging, that's 200 strikeouts in the season for the Rocket. 10th time in his stellar career that he's had 200 or more. Top of the 7th, Pendleton goes down swinging again. He struck out 3 times. We showed you all 3. Top of the 8th, Sal Fasano struck out 3 times also. Clemens struck out 16 through 8 innings. Top of the 9th, Roger still in the game, working up a sweat, and he's still hot. Johnny Damon swinging for number 17. Next batter, Larry Sutton. Looking, strike 3. 18 strikeouts for Clemens on the night. That gets you 18 Ks on the wall. The most Ks ever hung for a Blue Jays pitcher. Next batter trying to strike out the side and end the game. Oh, Offerman just grounds to Craig Grebeck. Sort of anticlimactic. Well, 18 strikeouts. You'll have to settle for that. And Clemens does. Wins his 11th straight decision in...
And pitch again tonight. 18 strikeouts last night. Royals up 1-0. Sutton at third. Offerman at second. Dean Palmer against Chris Carpenter. 2 outs. Ball out. Dean Palmer, a 30 home run year. 4-0 Royals. They get a little bit back from last night, but tough night for the Jays. Check out Carlos Delgado trying to get to the foul ball. You can't get to the foul ball. Share the love. How you doing? Good to see you. You come to Jays games often? Good. Bottom 9, Casey up 7-2. Jose Canseco off of Tim Belcher. Johnny Damon to the wall, and he makes the catch. Why did I get excited? I got faked out, too. Belcher pitched his first complete game since...
Canseco has just left the building, 36th on the year. Jose Rosada cannot be pleased about that. And he's not. 2-0 Jays. Top 4, Dean Palmer against Kelvin Escobar. Hard grounder, Craig Grebeck. Gritty, gutty. Got him. Top 6, Johnny Damon. Johnny Damon against Escobar. Johnny Damon with a fly ball to right. Sean Green. Oh, there's no quitting Sean Green. Look at it again. Green, full extension, and avoids the security guard. Final in this one.
There facing the Troy Hawkins. Fletcher lining it to left. Marty Cordova flashing the fine Corinthian leather. Fletcher 0 for 3 in the game. Top of the 5th, bases loaded for Paul Molitor. And Molitor rips one to left center. 3 runs score on the play. Molitor in with his 600th career double. 3rd player in history to record 3,000 hits, 600 doubles, and 500 stolen bases. Ty Cobb and Honus Wagner, the other 2. Bottom of the 7th, score 6-5 in favor of the Twins. Sean Green says not anymore. He didn't literally say it, but he said it with his actions. A 2-run shot, 2nd of the game, 28th of the year. Jays up 7-6. They win it by that score. Woody Williams snapping a personal 4-game losing streak.
Oh, he's been so hot. Just drills the ball to left center field. Way back. He's hitting .370. Billy with 5 home runs, 22 RBI in 27 games since his recall.
Pat Mears now the top of the 8th down the right field line. Sean Green's been red hot at the plate, and look at him make the play. Blue Jays win it. Pat Hinken's string of 183 straight starts snapped because of shoulder tendonitis, so Dave Steve steps in. His first win since 1993. He gave up 4 runs in 5 innings for the victory. Sean Green 3 for 6 in this one. In the 2 games so far in the series, he's gone 5 for 10, 3 homers, 7 RBIs, and scored. He's got the bases loaded, but Marty Cordova to Carlos Delgado. That's a 3-6-3 double play. How about Clemens?
Now, you know, he's pitching like a guy that knows he's got a lot better defense than he had the first 3.5 months of the season. But he's pitching exactly the way he has since the last 2 months in Boston 2 years ago there. Todd Walker fouls back the fastball. He pulls one. Clemens misses down, but good battle here. Fouls off a fork ball. Finally throws a slider down underneath his hand. Strike 3. Roger dominating.
Top of the 6th. Alex Ochoa at second. Craig Grebeck. Nice diving stop. 4-6-3 double play. So Clemens got some help behind him in the field, and Marty Cordova in the 7th ring him up, sit him down. 2 batters later, Terry Steinbach ring him up, sit him down. Clemens struck out 18 in his last start. He struck out 7 in this one. Clemens a 2-hitter for his 3rd straight shutout. His scoreless streak.
He's going to Jose Canseco. Wiffle ball. It curves. Sixth inning now. 1-0 Red Sox. The base is loaded for the Blue Jays. Will happen presently. Now you do see that the bases are loaded now in second. First, all bases loaded. Jose Cruz Jr. chopping broccoli. 11 Ks for Pedro. And then the next up, Tony Fernandez. He gets it to go up the middle. Shannon Stewart, Sean Green, they're both coming to score. The Blue Jays up 2-1 here. Eighth inning, 3-2 Jays. The ex-Blue Jay Mike Stanley rips that thing. Nomar Garcia-Parra, the game-winning grand slam against the Mariners last night, coming to score here and tying the game at 3 apiece. Bottom of 9, 3-3 game. Dennis Eckersley's pitching. Alex Gonzalez taking it to left. Troy O'Leary's back after it and making the play at the wall. Yanks that down. Eck likes the help. The Blue Jays thought they might have had the win. 11th inning, still 3-3. Darren Fragg's on first. Mike Benjamin's the batter. He takes that pitch, but the ball gonna hop over the wall. Ground rule double. It's the rules. Bragg, though, does not score. Sox get nothing in the 11th. Bottom 11, 3-3, 2 runners on. Darrell Veras to Shannon Stewart, the single, and the game winner, Tony Fernandez, coming to score. The Blue Jays winning 11. A count of 4-3. Stewart had 4 hits in the baseball game. Boston's now lost 5 of the last 8.
Pat Henkin back from tendonitis in his right shoulder. Troy O'Leary lines it off his leg. Tony Fernandez, nice pickup in the gun for the out. Bottom 7, 2 on for Jose Canseco against Tim Wakefield, and he just rocked the stitches right off that baseball. Number 38 for Jose put the Blue Jays up 8-1. Canseco, I'm not sure what he's doing right there. Bottom 8, Sean Green facing Carlos Reyes, and Green with some serious length for home run number 30. Green, by the way, becoming the first Blue Jay ever to steal 30 bases and hit 30 home runs in one season. That deserves a curtain call.
Red Sox, who did him in early. That young man's name is Jose Canseco. Perhaps you recognize him. The fans have been a little confused with his former Bash brother teammate, but it looks like McGuire there. Into the 5th deck in the Sky Dome. Second time in his career he's hit it there. 3-0 Jays, 39th on the year for Canseco. 7th inning, Clemens gets Matt Benjamin and Darren Lewis. 10th K for Clemens. 90th career game with 10 or more strikeouts. Ended up with 11. Top of the 8th, 3-2 lead for Toronto. Clemens hasn't lost since May 29th. They keep him in there with Mo Vaughn up, and Clemens mows him down. Vaughn 1 for 4. Then it's Nomar Garcia-Parra, grounder to third. Tony Fernandez throw low, but Carlos Delgado, nice pick to end the inning. Nomar 0 for 3, and Clemens pumped as he wins his 13th straight. The Jays take it 4.
First, and it is gone. 40th on the season. Jose's still got an outside shot at 40-40, 28 stolen bases. Tempers flaring in this one. That's Jimmy Williams getting tossed for arguing balls and strikes with Dale Scott. Blue Jays reliever Paul Quantrill livid with Scott. He gets tossed. Jays manager Tim Johnson also ejected. Back to the action. Bottom of the 8th, Craig Grebeck. The triple into the gap. Tony Fernandez score, and Toronto wins this one by the final of 8-7. The Jays' 10-game winning streak, their longest since 1980.
2 on for Jose Canseco. Facing Chad Oj. Don't have time to say get out of town with Canseco. 41st of the year, 4th straight game with a home run. Blue Jays a 4-0 lead. Same score, bottom of the 3rd, 2 on for Shannon Stewart. Lines the ball to right. Manny Ramirez can't come up with it. Stewart circling the bases for the inside the park home run. His 7th home run of the season. He goes 4 for 6, 4 RBIs. Jays a 7-0 lead, and they got some pitching from Kelvin Escobar. Escobar strikes out Richie Sexton, looking at the fastball. 10 Ks on the day. Blue Jays win 15-1.
Bottom of the 2nd, a long night began for Alex Gonzalez. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Blue Jays up 1-0. Doctor gets Gonzalez swinging. Bottom of the 4th, Craig Grebeck, little hurt on 2nd. Gonzalez looking for redemption, but redemption is foul.
He's hit it a ton.
It had the distance, though.
But he's hit it foul.
A few pitches later, Gonzalez seeking redemption for the misredemption. Swinging.
So he did not redeem himself.
He did not. Gooden, however, took umbrage with Gonzalez. Thinks he was using Grebeck to steal signs all the way from second base, and Gonzalez takes umbrage. And might we be playing the feud? Well, no, just a little pushing and shoving. Gonzalez would be restrained. Next at bat, Gooden strikes out Gonzalez for the 3rd time. Bottom of the 9th, we're tied at 3. Paul Shuey facing Gonzalez swinging. 4th strikeout of the game for Alex. Bottom of the 11th, 3-3. Gonzalez with a chance to win it. Runners on first and second, and Gonzalez looking. Doug Jones gets him. Gonzalez sets a Blue Jays record with 5 strikeouts in 1 game. So we go to the top of the 13th, still tied at 3. Indians on second and third. Carlos Almanzar facing Travis Fryman, who got it.
Center field and deep.
Fryman's 25th, 6-3 Indians. Almanzar says, am I bleeding? Because I just got tagged. Bottom of the 13th, Gonzalez 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Swing, and Mike Jackson gets him. Gonzalez ties the extra inning major league record with 6 strikeouts in a game. It's the 7th time it's ever happened. First time since 19.
Really been struggling. 1-3, 7.50 in his last 4 starts. He's in an immediate jam in the first and third, nobody out. 3-2. As a runner, you never get picked off in that situation. You've got to make him throw it to the plate. Shawn Green, a pretty smart player, made a boo-boo there. And that made it 1 out and starting to blunt a big rally. Jose Canseco out on that 3-2 pitch. And then Pettit gets out of that inning unscathed.
In the bottom of the third, the Yankees are down 5-3. Darryl Strawberry, high fly to right center. Jose Cruz, Shawn Green, I got it, you got it, who's got it? No one's got it. Ball drops, Bernie Williams scores. So the Yanks are now down 1. Next man up, Ricky Leday, the left, goes the other way. Ground rule double. Tino Martinez scores, ties it at 5. The Yanks then would add 2 more in the inning.
Well, Pettit settled down after the 5-run inning, allowed a 4-pitch walk, and then he comes back to get a ground ball by Tony Fernandez to Scott Brocious. A nice 5-3 double play that bailed the Yankees out 2 nights in a row. It helped last night in Boston as well.
So the Yanks win at 8-5 after winning 11 in a row. Toronto
down in the ball yard and the boogie down in a wild one. It's already 2-0 Jays. Joe Girardi takes one up the middle. Clemens barehands it and starts the 1-6-3 double play. He barehands this one with ease, but we'll see the next batter, Chuck Knobloch, sends the hot smash right back up the middle. Clemens knocks that one down. He'd stay in the game, but it would affect him later. Later, to the bottom of the 4th, Blue Jays now lead is 3-2. Ricky Leday takes him deep to right. Shawn Green at the wall, makes the catch. Tino Martinez drops home to make it a 3-3 ball game. Next batter, Scott Brocious, feels Clemens' wrath. Takes it in the back. Clemens does not get a warning from home plate ump Mike Riley, and that enrages Joe Torre, who got ejected for the first time this season. He screams at Riley. Perhaps if you can see him reading his lips, he might say, do you remember Baltimore? But we'll have to find out later on. Hideki Irabu, first pitch of the top of the 5th, hits Shannon Stewart. How many times have you seen a pitcher charge the plate? Folks come out of the benches and from the bullpens, and baseball still has no rule outlawing this for whatever reason, and things get ugly. Don Zimmer would get tossed telling Riley, you should have given a warning. Look what you started. Jose Canseco becomes enraged. Darryl Strawberry is in the middle of things against Baltimore. Throws a punch at Bill Risley. Let's go back to the game, shall we? Thankfully, no one was hurt, except Roger Clemens, whose hand would swell up. He left the game with a bruised palm. He'd leave in the 6th. Tied it in the 7th at 4 against Hideki Irabu, Shannon Stewart. Irabu, booyah! Deep to right center, and gone. And the Blue Jays win this one 5-4. A wild one. Roger Clemens does not get the win, but he doesn't get the loss either, so it's
Hideki Irabu. Top of the 5th, Toronto down 2-1. 1 on for Benito Santiago off the unbeatable at home, David Wells. Bangs it off the wall over Chad Curtis. Tony Fernandez will come all the way around from first. Homer Bush, who was a big part of that melee last night, throws home. David Wells is backing it up, but the heads-up play turns into a Santiago run. By the way, Santiago's 5 for 10 since being activated. There was some outstanding D, despite what Wells did. Darren Holmes behind the back to rob Alex Gonzalez, but Gonzalez goes him better than one better. Oh, a diving stop on the hole to his feet. Thank God it was Jorge Posada running, but he gets him with a brilliant play. Chris Carpenter gets his 11th win, 5 out of the last 6, as the Blue Jays continue to close in. They've won 13 of 15.
Jays, the Yankees, David Cone trying to be the major's first 20-game winner. Shannon Stewart, he's going to get his name in the paper. 10th of the year. Solo job. Blue Jays up 1-0. David Cone now just looking on after going 5 2/3. Yanks are up 3-1. Shawn Green singles off Graham Lloyd. Darren Fletcher will come to score. Craig Brayback coming to score. It's tied up at 3 apiece. And Cone is crestfallen. 6th inning, 4-3 Jays. Mike Lowell. Alex Gonzalez diving backhand, gets the force at second. The Blue Jays win it 5-3. That's 3 out of 4 in New York for the Jays. They've cut late, takes the good Dodgers top of the 4th, deep to right field. But Manny Ramirez says, you want me on that wall, you need me on that wall. And Jose can't handle the truth. Ramirez, great catch, preserves a 2-1 Indians lead. We're tied at 2, however, top of the 7th. Darren Fletcher busts out the whooping stick on the good doctor. Number 9 on the season for Fletcher. Jays take a 3-2 lead, which is their score in the bottom of the 7th. Man on first, no out. Steve Sinclair on the mound, and Kenny Lofton bunts. Try to let it go to no avail. It's fair. Very next batter, men on first and second. Joey Cora bunts. Steve Sinclair's throw. Yikes! And away. Omar Vizquel ties the game at 3. It's 5-3 Indians, top of the 8th. Paul Shuey against Sean Green. Richie Sexson starts the 3-6-3 double play. And then Sexson shows flashing some batting glove in the dugout. Bottom of the 8th, Sexson does it with his bat. On Sunday, he hit the game-winning 3-run homer. On Monday, he plays Insurance Man. Number 10 on the year, Bill Risley's pitch deep and gone. The Indians win 6-3. Gooden struck out a season-high 8 in 7 innings.
Team in the Jays starting the day 3 games back in the wild card race. Bottom of the 3rd, 4-3 Jays. Manny Ramirez. This would be a recurring theme in the evening. Number 38 for Ramirez. Solo shot, 426-foot job. We're tied at 4. Bottom 5, still 4-4, and it's deja vu all over again. Steve Ramirez, 2-run shot. We'll do the math for you. That's number 39. It's 6-4 Indians. Bottom of the 7th now, 6-5 Indians. Steve's out of there. Paul Quantrill's in, and it just doesn't matter because Ramirez is doing it again. A solo shot. Yes, that's number 43rd in the game, all in consecutive at-bats. 5 RBI on the night. 24th 3-homer game in Indians history. It's 7-5 Tribe, and Ramirez knew this one was gone the whole way. 7-5 Indians the final. Ramirez becoming just the 6th Indian ever to hit 40 homers in a
20. Bottom of the 1st, starting things off with Camaro Barti. First batter of the game swinging. Next batter, Frank Catalanato goes down looking as Clemens moves into 10th place on the career strikeout list, passing Bob Gibson with 3,100 to 18 Ks. And then he gets Barti in the 3rd. In the 6th, swinging. Clemens with 8 strikeouts through 6, but his one mistake, Luis Gonzalez, got it. The bottom of the 7th, the solo shot. Gonzalez is 21st. Luis makes it a 2-1 Blue Jays lead. Gonzalez's homer, the first Clemens has given up in 97 innings. The last one was in Tiger Stadium on July 12th against Tony Clark. But Clemens didn't miss a beat. Camaro Barti went down 4 times on strikes. Clemens finished with 11 strikeouts, wins his 14th straight. The 14th straight decision streak is the long.
It's a 3-0 pitch. Oh, no. 2-run bomb for Delgado, 33rd on the year, 2-0 Blue Jays. Next batter, Jose Cruz Jr.
For either one of them, really. Now Cruz hits one deep down the right field line.
Home run. 11th for Cruz, 3-0 Blue Jays. Next batter, Tony Fernandez. Fly ball. Debbie Cruz runs it down. Got the grab. 2nd inning, still 3-0 Blue Jays. Damian Easley facing Chris Carpenter. That would be a career-high 23 home runs for Damian Easley. Tigers within 3-1. 7th inning, Tigers down 4-3, 2-on-2 out. Paul Quantrill facing Easley and freezes him. Ends the threat. Bottom 9, we're tied at 4. Robert Person in facing Damian Easley, who has just left the building. Game-winning 3-run homer. Person's first blown save. 24th on the year for Easley, and he's going to get hugged.
3-run shot, his 2nd home run of the night, and the Blue Jays fall 5 games back.
7-4 the final. Blue Jays have lost.
The wild card needing a win against Tampa. There's Tim Johnson. 2-1 Devil Rays, top 5. Wilson Alvarez, Jose Canseco with some serious length. Number 44, tying a career high. They set back a 91 as an Oakland A. Bottom 8, 5-4 Toronto. Runners on first and second. Almanzar facing pinch hitter Bubba Trammell. Blue Jay fans will always remember Bubba Trammell because, let's face it, he basically crushed their hopes right there with that crush.
Blue Jays Clemens going for his 15th straight win. Speaking of streaks, top of the 4th, he got B.J. Suroff looking. Blue Jays were already up 2-0. 8 Ks for Clemens through 4. Top 5, it's 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 out for the O's. Willie Green Clemens struck out to the side. He's done that 129 times in his career. Bottom 6 is 2-1 Jays. Man on second, Craig Graybeck. Lines one to right, Jose Cruz Jr. Sometimes you have to take the road less traveled. You got to find a way, and this is nothing more than J.C. Jr. getting it done. Look at this move. Chris Hoyles tries to get him. Safe. And a good call by the ump is 3-1 Jays. Top 7, Roberto Alomar at the plate, and he's pumped out of there by home plate umpire John Hirschbeck. Now, you know these two have a history. Robbie has words, keeps walking. Replay shows maybe this time Robbie's got himself a point. Top 8, more Clemens, B.J. Suroff. I'd swing if it's close. That was close. B.J. didn't like either of the times he was called out on strikes. 15 strikeouts for Clemens on the night. 10th time this season he's gone.
Jose Canseco, bottom one, mid up. 2-run shot, 45th of the year, 24th at Skydome, a new club record set. Jose, being healthy means everything to me. First time with over 500 at-bats since 1991. Bottom 4, Orioles up 3-2. Tony Fernandez drives one deep to the track and left. Willie Green misses the ball and then bangs into the wall. Green remains down, motionless, as Fernandez rounds the bases for the 16th inside the park home run in the bigs this year. But back out in left field, Green remained down. It's one of those times that everybody realized the Blue Jays 3.5 games back in the AL wildcard race really means nothing. Take another look. Crashes into the wall head first. Players and medical staff attended to Green. After 14 minutes on the turf, he was taken to a hospital, said to have suffered a neck strain and mild concussion. Bottom 7, Canseco facing Mike Mussina again, and Jose blowing stuff up again. 5th multi-homer game this year, 32nd of his career, 46th homer of the season, one shy of George Bell's team record. Jays win at 7 for dugout. Bottom 1, Carlos Delgado. Del bang it. Deep to right, 2-run shot. Career high 36 for Delgado. Shorty also had 112 RBIs this year. Shannon Stewart stole his 50th base. He also had a 2-run jack. Top 2, Cal Ripken in his 3rd straight game. Rips one into the right field corner. Cal trying for second, but Sean Green's like, Cal, you the man, but don't play me, man. Assist number 14 for Green, 4th best in the American League. Top 6, Cal up again. Slow chopper, grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. Blue Jays also hit their 216th home run, a new team record. Jays completed
3 for Toronto. He was perfect through 4, but then Tony Clark hits this one that Felipe Crespo can't hang on to. Score that E4 if you're scoring at home. Meanwhile, Joe Randa up and down. Bottom 6, a no-hitter still intact for Roy Halladay. Justin Thompson was pitching to Sean Green and not doing it well. Green's 35th home run of the year, his 100th RBI, gives the Blue Jays a 2-0 lead, and what remained was to see what Halladay could do. Jason Wood strikes opposed. That ends the 7th. Halladay would walk no one. He never went to 3 balls on anyone. He'd get through the 8th, and it's Gabe Kapler. Not to be confused with Gabe Kaplan of Welcome Back Kotter and Fast Break fame. That's the 1st out of the 9th. Next batter, Paul Bacco, pinch hitting a chopper. Here comes Felipe Crespo. Hangs on to this one. Dave Stieb, who's been there before, knows his teammate is 1 out away from a no-hitter. Bobby Higginson pinch hitting, and extremely well. Bobby Higginson has just left the building with 2 outs in the 9th. Halladay would need only 1 more pitch to complete the 1-hitter, and so your final score 2-1 and Halladay's first major league win.